Welcome to another episode of Talking While Running. Very special guest today, Reid Buchanan. We're in lovely San Diego, getting a little run in. We might have to chop a little bit.
It's gonna look weird.
Here, yeah.
But we're doing the best we can.
That's right. And maybe just set the scene once more.
Yeah, we're here at Fiesta Island. Thanks for having me. It's a nice 4.5 mile loop that was pretty windy today. We're having an off day here in San Diego weather-wise. You know, it's still 60, it's still sunny, but we got a little wind. And
Yeah.
we're doing the best we can.
San Diego heard we were doing a Talking While Running in the afternoon.
Yeah, they figured what can we do
Figured it
to
out.
screw that up, and that's a lot of wind, so they can't hear us.
You end up going to Kansas.
Yeah, believe it or not, I'll say this, my 800 PR is still from high school.
No way, what is?
153.1.
Oh, just nice.
In Albuquerque.
Okay, you ran a 153 off of 15 miles a week.
Yeah.
Oh my
You could
god.
say things were looking up for me at this point as a guy going into
Good god.
college.
That's sick.
But plot twist, I didn't really pan out
Okay, that's what I
at that point.
I was gonna get to. You transfer. You go to Kansas. You end up
It's only
transferring.
to go left too.
Oh, lefty.
Don't go into the
Oh, like straight. Sorry. Yeah, you're good.
We didn't need to go to the Fiesta.
All right, unreal. Well, I mean, I'd like to hear kind of about your experience at Kansas, whatever you're willing to reflect on and share.
Well, I just didn't really know anything about the sport is the problem. I had no idea which teams were good. When I was looking at colleges, I still based it off of which teams were good at football and basketball, my favorite sports.
Well, and you picked extremely well.
Yeah, so that's on me,
Sure.
and it's something I really regret because I think if I would have gone to a school with a historic distance program.
Yeah.
I guess Kansas does have it. I don't know. I don't want. Let's just say I didn't make the right choice for me,
Sure.
and it took me a while to realize that
Yeah.
that coach at Kansas wasn't for me,
Yeah.
and I realized it at some point,
Yeah.
just kind of late, and that's when I made the switch to Portland.
Right.
And at that time, I had already done a lot of damage to my hamstring,
Oh, no kidding.
which unfortunately I think lost all of that natural speed.
Yeah.
I haven't found it yet again,
Okay.
but I did start to develop an aerobic system at Portland,
Yeah.
as one tends to do
Yeah.
with Rob Connor.
Yeah.
Very big on the miles, and I found kind of success in just in the thing that I didn't really think I would be good at, and that's true distance running.
Right. So what was the actual, what can you recall from the actual transferring process, right? If you have a college kid or someone who's encountering sort of that path, any tips or
It
things to
was
look out
really
for?
easy for me.
Okay.
I don't, as far as just logistics go, I would say if the decision's hard, then maybe you got to sit down and figure out what you want. But for me, I was just not happy, and because I had so much success in high school, I wasn't ready to give it up.
Okay.
When you're not happy and you know that the cause of it's running, you have two choices: change it up or quit. And I was really leaning towards quitting because I couldn't go another year of being
Disappointed.
disappointed, injured, miserable. And again, I just had maybe a feeling that if I changed up the program, and luckily Portland just kind of happened. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But I think what I did was I looked at the top 10 cross-country programs and reached out to all the coaches, and one of them was the one who showed the most interest.
Sick. That's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, that was the homework I should have done as a high schooler.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. You know, I didn't even know what Foot Locker was.
Right.
I didn't know what Nike Cross Nationals was. Because I didn't like cross country.
Right.
And so I still kind of consider myself a like, I guess more on the max I'm gonna do is the mile type person.
Wow. Well, a marathon later, and
I wasn't going to cross country camps. You know, I didn't have posters of
Steve
Fonte. Yeah. You know, I still had posters of my favorite, I don't know, NBA player.
Yeah, right.
Because
Who was?
Ooh, Allen Iverson was big.
Yeah.
When I was
The
growing
answer.
up, you know, he was the answer. Unfortunately, cornrows didn't look good on me. So I think I had a transformation. Maybe late in my high school to a Larry Bird guy. I feel like that was more. I could resonate with him.
Yeah, I love that.
But obviously, I didn't get to really see him play.
Right.
So.
We got a car back. We'll give some space. We can come back to a number of those in a moment, but I wanted to ask too about more about the Portland days. Because you go to Portland, you end up on a team that gets third NCAA cross.
Yeah, first year I was there.
Right, with Scott Fauble.
Yep.
Woody Kincaid.
Yep.
And you got third. Was there a moment when you got there that you were like, we got some magic here? How was that process? Was it a surprise? Like, what do you remember about that?
You know, I let those guys kind of dictate the I guess the way we wanted to head in
The culture.
the culture. Yeah. They had kind of knocked on being able to be a podium team, which is top four.
Yeah. They were seventh or so.
Seventh, they've been seventh a couple times.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was Scott's last year. Also, didn't even know who Scott was.
Right.
Again, this just kind of shows like how ignorant I was of kind of like the true distance running, the cross country. But you know, it was his last year. He had just finished 13th or something like that. He really wanted a trophy. Rob Connors never had a trophy. And so I was like, okay, what can I do?
Yeah.
And basically figured out that if you run a lot of miles and just have consistent workouts
Yeah.
for this car back.
Yeah. Hold that thought.
Already auto in for the trials in the 10K.
Beautiful.
And so that's going to be the main focus.
Beautiful.
You know, like I said, we have come a long way with trying to get my speed back, and I know for sure that I'm going to be able to handle whatever comes our way pace-wise, aerobically in the 10K.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it my best shot.
Because you hooked me up with
Okay,
some
I'm going to
advice.
go ahead and say that San Diego, California is the best
Let's go.
year-round training spot
Wow.
in the United States.
Let's go.
You know, like I just said, you want to be able to put in the work every day. And as far as, I guess I'll go ahead and say that cities. It's the best training city because, you know, I can argue that maybe there's some small place that
We won't name names.
distraction. But anyways, it's the best training city in the U.S. It's the best running city in the U.S. There's trails galore. The year-round weather is the best in the United States.
Yeah.
It's hands down. You can't argue that.
Let's see, we're kind of approaching the end. I'm trying to rack my brain if I forgot any big nuggets, but
We got SeaWorld behind us.
okay.
Haven't seen it open in a while.
Good.
Hoping that it has a better future ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, this this is quintessential San Diego right
Yeah,
here.
I love it. Let's see, we'll drop his links and everything, Reid. Follow him on Insta, definitely follow him on Trackster. Logging that training. Trying to think, what else for the people? Anything else? Any words of wisdom to drop? More than you already have?
I would just say, stay woke on Trackster.
Let's go.
It's coming. It's about to be an industry giant.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Oh, wait. I didn't even ask you about the Chiefs. Okay, hold on. We're back in there.
We're back in.
Okay.
Bonus clip.
Yeah. What was your experience with the Chiefs this season? And, taking an L, but with one of the best teams ever.
I am not worried. It was a little disheartening.
Yeah.
But, there's a lot of things that went wrong the first half.
Yes.
We won't get into that. But am I thinking that the Chiefs are done? No.
Okay.
Are they going to be back next year?
Let's
Absolutely.
Record prediction.
Oh, gosh. I think we're going to be in the Super Bowl with a couple losses. But Super Bowl for sure.
SB champs.
And we got this. Yeah. We're getting the trophy back. It's going back to Kansas City. Without a doubt.
Seriously, thanks so much, brother.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, hopefully we'll salvage something.
It's okay.